Today I'm working as a camera operator for a documentary. My buddy Eric, who is the DP, brought me along this shoot for one day. As you can see, us all getting ready and me showing the boys my new vlog camera, which I really like. I have the little magnet. It's like a little necklace. So that's how I'm able to get these POV shots. Today I was rocking FX6 70-200. I was on the easy rig. I believe this was like a 6-day shoot. Eric, you'll have to chime in if I'm wrong. I was just hired for this one day to kind of just help out with B camera. And so we were all in one studio today doing interviews, filming a performance, some practices. Starting to get different shots of the band right now. That's what I love with the 70-200. You could be kind of far away, a little bit of a fly on the wall. And that was sort of the expectation for this shoot, just to kind of stay a bit as a fly on the wall, just so we're not getting in the way. Taking the camera off the easy rig because I was like, you know what? I have these comms. I want to test them out. So these comms I got from Axoon. It's the Como set. There's 4 comms plus one that's the host comm. It's really easy to set up. The battery life is fantastic. I like the design of them. They're actually really comfy. I complained that maybe they were a bit chunky, but wearing them out there, I'm like, oh, I actually really like these. And they're pretty sleek. There you go. Passing it off to Eric, coming back in because, you know, there's a lot of points, especially in doc, where you're filming something, but you want to talk to the other camera operator or DP. And yes, you could kind of go off of, you know, let's say cross shooting. I shoot one thing, you shoot the other. But, you know, there's good times to have discussions, especially, you know, for this. Eric is the DP on the thing and he might have an idea. Oh, John, go grab this. John, hold on this. Or John, don't step past the pole because we don't want to be too intrusive. So just having those comms was freaking great. I'm so stoked I was finally able to get them out there. Axoon, thank you for sending them to me. The fun thing with this Insta360 is because it's magnetic, I've started to collect different magnet clips. There's just different places I can mount it. I'm able to get some really creative shots that otherwise I wouldn't be able to with an iPhone, especially because now I'm hands-free. I just hit record. Definitely liking this camera more and more as I use it. Let me know if you guys would like to see a dedicated review of this camera. I'm usually not a canned cold brew guy, but I gotta say this is the best one. It is $4.99. That's insane. It is really small, but this is the only one that I feel like actually tastes good and doesn't have this doesn't have like a weird processed taste. Let me know, what canned cold brew are you guys drinking on? Getting some other detail shots, getting the hat of the film.
I gotta get that one.
There's Eric on a shoulder rig. We got Matt rocking sound. Us three, I'd say in like probably the last year, we must have worked at least 50 days together. So it's always fun just working with people that you've worked with before because you kind of know how they operate. Always keep a fanny pack on me, things I keep in like little batteries, media, a little spike tape, mini gaff tape, Sharpies, as many things as possible, honestly. Man, I gotta say, the 70-200 is amazing when I'm doing like, you know, B camera long lens stuff. But, you know, let's say when I'm working as a DP, usually I'll be on the wider lens. Dude, man, Sony's got to come out with like a 24-105 f2.8, maybe with a servo zoom. I believe Canon has that. I kind of want to maybe even try the Sigma 28-105 because I got to say having 24 millimeters is freaking sweet. But could I settle for 28 for my wide lens on full frame, having f2.8 and then having the reach of 105? Maybe I'll try that Sigma lens. I've become a little snobby when it comes to just, you know, shooting Sony lenses on Sony cameras and not using other brands. But maybe I should open up a little bit. What do you guys think? Have you tried that lens before? So now we're setting up another interview. We have Keylight, which I believe is a Aperture 600X. He's got a unbleached muslin insert with the grid. We have a floppy using Bounce. And then there is a hairlight from the Aperture, I forget, it's like an Aperture or Amaran tube, like MT. I don't know what it's called. Someone let me know. Eric had this like Surae tripod, which honestly looks really nice. I love my Sackler sticks, but those cost a lot. But I definitely am kind of intrigued by this pair of sticks, and maybe you guys would want to check it out. I think it's a nice option, and I don't think it was a ton of money either. Classic doc day, B-roll and interviews. And even Eric got to go in for one and talk a bit on camera.
But we're not gonna, we're not doing
And we were filming the performance, a whole bunch of stuff. Eric, are we sticking at 4,200? Copy that. Eric was giving me directions. Oh, go grab some shots of like the crowd reaction. So I was switching between the performance and the crowd. Got a photographer there also. Yeah. It's like a profile-ish shot, but I have room to maneuver over here and over here. I'm gonna cut. I don't really think I need to film right now, right? Want me to stay on her? There was definitely like a lot of like cool impromptu scenes throughout the day. It was really cool. And it was one of those days where I just like was reminded about how much I love this job. And sometimes we get to create stuff that's really meaningful. And those are the days where I'm like, you know what? This is a pretty sweet profession. It's not always a mayonnaise commercial.
Thank you, guys.
You're not wrong. Where are you going?
You're just going to look at me.
Oh, okay, great.
Ask the
Sure.
questions. Eric may ask one or two questions, but with the question, Eric being answers always just look at me. When I ask the question, just incorporate the question kind of into your answer a little bit. So like when I ask your name, just say my name is.
Sure.
And that, my friends, is a wrap. Another little pro tip. I don't know if you think if it's the most morally correct thing. You could order Ubers with wheelchair accessibility, and if you have a cart, you just push the cart in. So you could see on the side, like my sticks, like I have a little pouch thing that I put on my cart. Just take that off because usually I won't be able to fit. But dude, like so freaking clutch. If you don't have a vehicle and you push with a cart, especially in New York City, highly recommend it. And dude, it costs like the same as an Uber XL. It's not like way more expensive, and there's so many of them. Yeah, life as a New York City filmmaker. That's about it, guys. Till next time. Cheers. Oh, and I guess if you got this far, let me know if you have a question. So we'll do another segment of John Answers Your Questions. Peace.